Hey Ashley, what's going on, love? I'm good. How about you? I'm giving myself a little reading before anybody came in. I had like a, I don't want to say like a weird dream. I don't know. I don't know if it's weird or not. Like I had this like this really good love connection with this guy, and like when we kissed, it like vibrated my whole body, and I'm like, okay, so that was weird. And then I'll probably look at some apartments tomorrow, even though I'm probably not moving anytime soon. But I still want to look, still want a future idea of stuff. But then again, you never know. I could be going somewhere, I could not be. Thank you. You can post whenever you're ready. He said, "Come on, searching." Thank you. uh, no, seriously. But then again, I don't know. Like, I might find something really affordable. No, for real. It's definitely like nothing like your own anything at that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what that dream meant. How would they go with Tay tomorrow? Not Tay. Tay Tay is my nickname, which has absolutely nothing to do with my first name. So I'm like, Tay. It's because people had trouble pronouncing my actual nickname. So they, they did whatever they could pronounce. Direct reading here for Ashley. You told some girl, Gemini. And I was talking to the Aries, and I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. And a Sagittarius, like, why are people attracting these fire signs? Just can't stop attracting fire signs. Direct reading here for Ashley, please, Spirit, thank you. Direct reading here for Ashley. Accurate messages only here. Let me get the clarity for Ashley here. How will the date go with Tay tomorrow for Ashley? How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? I'm mainly air. A little water. I got Leo Mars. I could just have an attraction to. I could just like deep down like fire signs. I mean, I do, but like I like that fiery energy, but I don't like when it's too complicated. How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? Yep, sure is. How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? Now Libra is the opposite of Aries, so we have opposites attract. How will Ashley's date go with Tay tomorrow? Already could be like a lot going on. What's this? Yeah, I might have to come run into some issues. For now, it might just be like car issues if like you're riding with them or so. It could be like their doors on child lock and it's embarrassing, you can barely get in, or it could be like when you're riding around, he thought you closed the door but you didn't, and he took off and it's like, wait, kind of energy, you know. But y'all could be, I don't know, are you going to like a restaurant with a waterfall or something like that? I'm seeing like a waterfall. Could be. I'm seeing him like kiss your hand. Yeah, I'm seeing like deep spiritual talks, or it could just be like politics, like what could be like, you know, maybe you guys guessing like what goes on in other parts of the world and stuff. Yeah, it could be like a really fancy one. 'Cause I keep seeing like some type of waterfall and backdrop, and I don't know, it could be very nice. I just heard, you hear that macaroni stirring? So it could be a little flirting too, and we got the Ace of Wands, so definitely. Okay, period. As you should. I had to clarify something. Ooh, see, it says you are beautiful. Your smile makes people happy. Period. Just let go and let God. Oh yeah. So it's saying like let him take the lead. Like, of course, don't do anything out of your boundaries or morals or anything like that. But if he want to hold your hand, he want to kiss your hand, you know, different little things like that. It's saying just allow it, because it's really gonna make you feel good. You're probably thinking like, oh, you might be thinking like, oh, I don't want him to hold my hand or something like that, because you might automatically be like, oh, I don't want no rushing. I don't want to rush into anything, and I don't know if that's gonna make him think of nothing. So it's like you want to make sure that they know you're not trying to rush into nothing. But it's like, let that man hold your hand, let that man kiss your hand. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. Right. I get you. I feel it. Yes, as long as you're probably getting away from a Leo. I'm gonna have to clarify this. What's going on? Big back soon. Oh, that's really sweet. It might be like a lot to take food home because maybe you guys don't eat it all, and it's like get a doggy bag. But he might want to bring something back for like maybe your child or someone else bring extra back kind of thing. I'm getting like really sweet energy. Yeah, at first I was like, I don't know if it's gonna go well, but it does look like it's gonna go well. That initial stuff, I was like, oh, that's something to do with a car. Yeah, I'm hearing you nervous. I'm also hearing be careful how you talk about my baby. Like, if you're negative self talking yourself in any form, he's totally like against it, and he's automatically like, stop that. Yeah, I don't know if this is like drinking out of a, that might be like drinking out of a coconut or something fancy, or pineapple or something. Or maybe y'all eating out of, I know they put like jerk chicken and they be making little stuff. So it's gonna like be really fancy. Not scare you in a good way. Yeah, he could like if your hair get caught on like your earring or something like that, he's like helping you get it out. I'm getting like very sweet energy from him. And he's really silly too. It's like whenever you look away, he might hurry up and like eat something or take something down, or like when you look back, you like, what the hell? He might not want it to end. So I don't know if y'all might actually end up going to another place after, maybe the movies or something else, because I don't think they're gonna want it to end. Yeah, I see them fanning you. It might be a little hot. He could have like family members that's nosy. So I don't know. He might get someone that calls him during, and it's like, oh, I want to talk, or I want to see, I want to, you know. And it's like, let y'all enjoy y'all date. Yeah, I feel like his parents like would try to rush for grandchildren kind of energy. I don't know if yours will either, but yeah. I don't know why I heard all the ladies, so it's like wherever y'all going, like it might be like something going on special for like the ladies. You don't know what you wear, girl. It don't matter. You gonna look good. Yeah, it might be why the two sources out here. You know, that's that indecisiveness. So, I mean, this ain't gonna be the only date. Wear what you gonna wear here. Then the next day you can pull out whatever. You know what I mean? Whichever one you put on, and it be like, that's the one, and no questions about it. That's when you know. Yes, I'm excited for you. I might have one a little myself too coming up soon. We gonna see. We gonna see. We gonna see if it's all talk or not. I think it ain't all talk though, but we'll still see. Yeah, I feel like he's very freaky, like to suck on tongues. Like, why is that coming out again? Because maybe it's a little flirt energy going on again, so maybe that's why it's coming out. Shut up, alarm. Yeah, he could be like rubbing on her thighs, and I'm seeing like full eye contact. He's not looking away. You might look or whatever for a minute because it's like, dang, you know. But he ain't looking away. Yeah, he might be flexing a little bit, like recounting his cash in front of you a few times. Make sure you know what's going on. He might be low key wealthy. He might admit it to you. He might not tell a lot of people this, but it's like if they really feeling you, then they gonna tell you. I heard bless you. Some of you gonna sneeze or something. What else? How will Ashley's day go with Tay tomorrow? What else? Hey, hey, what else? Dang, that's crazy. I pulled out. He might give you put you a stack on the table because I'm going through my box and I picked up my little fake money that I got that I don't really know why I got. Yeah, I'm here. Thank God for pictures because it's like whenever they can't see you in person, they can just look at your stuff. I don't know why I'm getting the energy. That's funny. One of my favorite movies is *The Life with Martin Lawrence, and that just popped in my head. That part when she was like, "What's your name?" and he forgot his name for a minute because she was so fine. He was like, "Claude." I don't know why I'm getting that. He might have one of those moments. And again, it could be like, kind of really lit. Maybe y'all didn't expect the drinks to get you how it got you. And that's probably why that car stuff that I seen in the beginning might happen. Because it's like, oh, that's interesting. Ah, I forgot I wrote this. I don't know if you can see it. It says, wear that two piece. When you look good, you feel good. That's crazy. I really put this on the index card like a minute ago. That's crazy. Yeah, you probably really is going to be feeling like a queen or a princess. Yeah, her, you can have whatever you like. I don't know why I heard Michelle Obama. So again, it could be like talking politics, talking about different stuff in the world, stuff y'all want to travel and stuff, and you know, yeah, I'm seeing butter in the toast. Yeah, her uh, dang, what's the expression? Yeah, he could tell you like when I was relaxed or uh live in the moment, or he might say something like that that's probably gonna turn you on. Because again, you could be kind of like in your head, nervous, something like that. And as soon as he be like relaxed and stuff, it's like, and everything like falls, and you know, not that traumatized. I don't know why I got taste like chicken. Maybe everything pretty much when you tasting like chicken. That's weird. Yeah, I'm hearing don't wear a too tight bra, or else you might just pull it out in front of him. You might take it off in front of him. Not naked, but you know how we still got our clothes on. We might, slide it through kind of thing. You might pull one of those. Yeah, y'all might be talking about past lives. He loves like if you have freckles or blackheads or whatever it is, like he loves it. He could be complimenting that. He says I don't have enough game when it comes to love. What you see is what you get. So maybe they are a little bit of a square and lame and a little bit of a nerd. They might not have all the sex appeal and game and stuff like that in the world, but they might like do their best. Says I don't care what people say. Yeah, they don't care what people say. They're gonna fight for the connection. Would you mind spending the rest of your life with me? I'm convinced you're the one. Oh Lord, I'm gonna use manipulative ways to have my way with you. I have to clarify that one. I want you to let go of outcomes and enter the unknown. I want to get to know you better. I'm gonna act according to you how you act towards me. I'm gonna clarify this one. Hey Sally T, hope all is well. I am only doing donation-based readings, and that information will be in the description box if you're interested. This could be like him acting like oblivious and like um maybe because it says in the closet spiritualist, and I did think again you guys might be talking about some like spiritual stuff, so it could be like some stuff that they kind of like hold back, or again don't like give the full details of their beliefs yet until maybe they feel like they know you better, because maybe they feel like it's very different than the norm kind of thing. But yeah, definitely feel like it's overall going well. I hope they gave you clarity. We got something out of that. We got the Justice, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, so the number 10 repeated so far. Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, World card, Emperor, Justice, Knight of Pentacles, the Tower card, and the Four of Pentacles. Did we have the four? Yep, Four of Cups and Four of Pentacles, so the number 4 and 10. And then the rest are oracles or like index. Hello, Dolly. I know, yeah. It's like, okay, what manipulative stuff like is going on? Coming out as emperor. And then the six of wands is here, so that's a good sign. Asking him directly, don't. Just probably be like, I love a man that this, that, and third, and then throw flowers in it. I don't know. He's on a high vibration good. He says I'm beautiful, period. Okay, husband vibes. Yes, please give me some updates. Act like you looking at him like, oh, these is pretty. Oh, I forgot the Ten of Swords. So actually, we got 10 a few times. Yeah, 10 and fours. Very significant. Fours can talk about, alignment, protection, and discipline, and all that. 10 is like karmic completions or ending or whatever. Things coming together. Full circle. Full circle moment. Yeah, just because the Ten of Swords is out there doesn't automatically make the reading bad. It also depends on the other cards surrounding it. Because Ten of Swords, for example, could be like y'all going on a date, but y'all both know, say both of y'all called off, and y'all kind of feel like an obligation to the job. Because Ten of Swords, sometimes, for the most part, talks about betrayal. But say, for example, it's like y'all called off, but y'all kind of still feel obligation, so you kind of feel bad, and you kind of feel like you betrayed the job, but you also still kind of want to go on a date. You know what I mean? So it doesn't always necessarily mean automatically that it has to do with that person betraying you or you betraying the person. It really just depends on, like, different situations, scenarios, dynamics, other cards surrounding what's going on in y'all lives and stuff, what's going on in y'all mental state, because swords also talks about thoughts. That's mainly, the thoughts. Cups is like love, and wands could be like, sparks and sex and vibration, and so it really just, and pentacles, of course, we know that's pretty much money. So Ten of Swords could be about your own thoughts of probably like assuming or traumatized that already, thinking he might, just do you wrong. you know? List is open for anyone that wants to donate. Nobody's on a list at this time. Welcome in for people on live stream. Hope you're doing well on this Wednesday night. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for all that good stuff. Check out the community posts and collective live readings to see if messages there are resonating for you. Yes, I do all kind of readings to set mediumship at this time. Personal private readings could go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or private recorded video. Suggest some video ideas for the channel here. If you're going to donate, make sure you claim your donation. Sometimes your YouTube name may be different from PayPal, Cash App, or Chime. I don't buy, I get the answers just right. Most information is in the description box. If it is not there, please let me know and I will inform you. Um, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all to mention at this time. You're welcome, love. Yes, have fun. And come back with those updates. I can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. You got a date. You better not be late. Oh. Yeah, in a couple days I should be having a date too. I really need my hair done. I really don't want to slap on a wig. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to sit and get my hair done like braids. So I might just have to slap on a wig, put on my best dress. Okay, hon, let me know. Thank you. Whenever you're ready, love. I feel like some cards in this deck is missing. Could just be me because I haven't used them in a while. How will Ashley's next sexual encounter be? How will Ashley's next sexual encounter go like? You're right, green here for Ashley, please, Spirit. Thank you. How Ashley's next time getting freaky be like? I don't know why I heard don't be shy. I heard that because the cars was coming out a little shy. Like, why they coming out shy? Like, we ain't shy for real now. Yeah. Oh Lord, some role playing, baby. I don't know why I'm seeing like role playing like the bodyguard or security guard. Y'all both could be like not admitting that y'all drunk for real. Might be a little shy. See, this might be him. I'm getting that sucking on the tongue. Biting the lips, sucking on the tongue. Yeah, it's like I make you nervous. Like, dang, why do you keep asking that? Every light is on. It's like y'all really trying to see each other. I don't know. It don't have to be. I mean, he ain't the only one in the world that suck on the tongue. But I just find it ironic that I said that in that read, and then we got this card. So I'm like, tongue out. You don't see it on this one. It's choking. You don't see it on the keep the lights. I'm like, why did that come out? Yeah, you're right in their face. Oh Lord, you might like climax on their nose or something. Ah. It's like y'all licking each other all over the place and licking everything. You're licking their jewelry, whatever it is. It's like it's getting touched, it's getting spanked, it's getting licked, it's getting pinched, it's getting everything. Yeah, they might even like do your hair as they're giving you back shots. Oh man. Yeah, I've seen like suck on their finger. They might be like sticking their finger in your ear. Like a lot is going on. Yeah, y'all might even run from each other. You might try to run under and roll over the bed, under the bed. Yeah, he might not be able to handle that ass being thrown back. See, there go that before it even came out. I was like sucking a finger. I knew it. Yeah, and it's like it could be. I think this is him. Like his phone might ring, and it's like can't answer. I'm having sex. He might just be directly like blunt out there. Like I can't. This is what's going on. I don't know why I'm hearing. Shawty got an ass on her. I'ma put my hands on. I'ma pop a rubber band on her. On her. I forgot who sung that. Then it's like slapping his dick on your face, on your forehead, your nose, your lips, all over. Yeah, I might even take it in the shower, and it's like he's spraying you all down with the shower head. Yeah, it could also be like giving you back shots as they're like holding your hands underneath your legs. Yeah, oops. See, I knew it was gonna be rounds. It says over and over again. That was her ghoul. Oh man. They love your innocence and shyness. It turns them on. See, picked up on that energy before it came out as well. I don't know why I heard booty popping, booty popping, booty popping, booty popping. I heard they gonna know your smell by heart. Like they're gonna be obsessed with like your pheromones. You might like do like a you bondage in a chair. Might be a. I don't know. Maybe they use the vibrator in the shower. It could also be like role playing as if he like a massage therapist or something like that, or like physical therapy. He said that's deep. No, this is not all my stickers. Some is missing. I probably accidentally threw them with the other ones. They might even encourage you to like think about somebody else. Like, say for example, your celebrity crush is Chris Brown. It's like they wouldn't mind if you're thinking about Chris Brown as you're like with them kind of energy. So I feel like they could be like very open, non-judgmental, freeing, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, it's like I could be your Chris Brown for the night. Oh man. And then I just keep hearing booty popping, like, oh my lord. I might be in a pearly gates position. I heard that bet the neighbors know my name. There go them lights again. He might have like a secret where maybe he never had sex without a condom, or it could be like something that could be like a little shocking to you, or maybe like a little different to you, kind of thing. Yeah, y'all might even take like a little break and get something to drink and then get back to it. Yeah, I feel like y'all gonna give each other motivation. Hey, Akko, what's going on, love? Yes, you can. Just have one person ahead of you if you were to donate now. You might have like a flexible 69. Yeah, it might be like porn or something playing in the background. It's hard to get, so they feel like you could play like playing hard to get, or maybe it's gonna take a minute or something. Oh, not the conception. Knowing that I could get you pregnant turns me on. Yeah, I feel like our bodies is gonna be feeling like uh in alignment. I just heard, "Are you the one?" So I don't know. Maybe this is his energy. Probably early on, is probably gonna be thinking like you're the one kind of thing. You might not feel it just yet, or it could be the other way around. But I feel like it's gonna be his energy, like thinking you're the one, and you're like, I don't really feel it. And it could be because maybe you already thought previous partners was the one, and you're tired of thinking people were the one, or some other reason where it's like you might not really think they're the one just yet, or maybe never. I don't know. But it's like they think you are, but yeah, you might not. Yeah. But yeah, it might feel like a fucking like dream, or like yeah, I might do like a spin cycle or something. Like, what is going on? Who knows? Maybe it'll be fucked on the wash shirt. It's yeah, I'm here and take me through there, all through the house, all through the house. And I feel like they're gonna be like not too rough. It's giving more so like pleasant. I feel like I feel like you're gonna feel very comfortable with them as well. Like you're able to wear your glasses and your bonnet or whatever it is around them. You know. I don't know why I'm seeing one of those dildo machines that automatically go. You might have that, or he might have it, or he might have one that can like automatically spank you. Yeah, I'm hearing the quick fix. Your toes gonna be like pointing and curling, and yeah, I heard the gift wrapped position, not the gift wrap, gift wrapped. Yeah, I think this is gonna be like a new level of like sex or love making or whatever it is for you. You could do PayPal. I have a pay. It should be a PayPal link in the description box. Yeah, because he might. It could be like him that's like constantly spanking you and like going fast, or it could be like he got like a machine that kind of like does that. But yeah, I hope they give you clarity, love. Yeah, I think this is definitely gonna take it to a new level for you. Okay, ain't gonna trying to have no kids right now, exactly. Okay, it's a lot back there, whole lot of ass back there. Booty me down. You didn't see. Okay, I'll try to copy a link and put it in the chat for you. I haven't copied this in a long time. Just give me 1 second. Yep, here it is. I don't know why it's not showing up on your end, but now it's in the chat here. It might be a link, or it might be you have to copy it and open it up. No, for real. Conception. You almost with a machine. They do be having those though. That's funny. You're welcome, love. Thank you. Earlier it was hectic, but now it seems like a chill little Wednesday night. You're welcome, love. Yeah, definitely. Have fun, girl. Have fun. Row. Okay, cat energy. Meow. No, now it made me think of them cat videos. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, they gotta stop. Meow, 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 meow. Shine bright in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. Don't get me going on to a concert. Thank you. You can post whenever you're ready. No. What advice? Good question. Good old accurate in here for Aqua Emmy, please, Spirit. Thank you. Good old accurate in here for Aqua Emmy, please, Spirit. Thank you. Accurate messages only for Miss Aqua Emmy. Thank you. Very, very clear. Clarity. What advice does Spirit have for Aqua Emmy? What advice does Aqua Emmy, Spirit Guides, and Angels have for her at this time? What advice does Spirit have for Aqua Emmy at this time? Interesting. Okay. Um, One of these cards I think fell. There it goes. Before I even can get a card out here, I was getting like they could want you to like communicate with them more and like um it's like more so like telling them like what you want kind of thing as well. So it's like they got some questions for you too. They want some advice from you too, kind of energy. I just heard slow down. So you might have been getting thrown some like tests or curveballs to kind of get you to like slow down and redirect it onto like a better journey. Because I never want to say like, oh, you're on the wrong path, but just like onto like a better journey here. Yeah, I'm hearing like deep down your subconscious, your higher self already knows like what to do kind of thing. Maybe you have certain like goals or plans, and some of them have deadlines. Like, say for example, you want kids by a certain time, and it's like in order to achieve that, you know what to do. You know, you probably got to get out more to attract a lover. You know, you probably it's certain things that you have to do. So it's a judgment here. Got the judgment card that is saying like put your ideas into alignment, make them real more realistic. Is what they're saying. I'm also hearing to put yourself in positions to get used to something that maybe in the future you're gonna be around, or that's gonna help you, in the long run. Yeah, I'm here not chasing the money but chasing a dream, and then money will come after. Yeah, this time is all about taking like bold risk here with the full card. I'm also hearing surround yourself with children. Do you have like nieces or nephews or your own children or something like that that you love, very lovable, they love you? It's getting like let them play in your hair, let them paint your nose. Like you need someone to pamper you at this time, even if it's not like a romantic lover. So if you don't have a romantic lover, this could be like your parent, this could be like your nieces and nephews, this could be, you know what I mean? So it's like you're in the energy of needing to be pampered as well. And that's okay. Sometimes it could be something that's bothering us that's making us feel that way. You know what I mean? So it's all about getting down to the root cause of everything. And it's okay sometimes to not feel okay. We're human beings. We're not perfect. I had that problem before. It was like I had to always fake, especially at work. It's like you gotta be professional. You gotta always make a fake a smile and this, that, and the third. But sometimes you get frustrated and you should be able to show it, even if it's not like extreme anger and rage and all that. You still should be able to show it. So sometimes it's okay to not to feel okay. That's also another thing that maybe you don't have to be so hard on yourself about. Sometimes it is okay not to feel okay. Give yourself that time. What's your favorite foods? Spirits like go get your favorite food. Or this could be like you trying different stuff. Like, oh, I'm gonna try this soup. I'm gonna try this detox tea. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go give yourself reasons to go out more. You know, whatever that reason is. Going to the library again. Going to try that soup. Going because they got a real good deal somewhere. Or you just want to walk. It don't even gotta cost money. You just want to walk in the park and hear the water and stuff like that. And you know, or maybe you want to go. What's that one thing called where it's like I guess it's like you can kind of see underwater or whatever. I forgot what they call it though. Um, but it's like you don't have to dive too deep in the ocean to see it kind of thing. But But yeah, just keep giving yourself reasons to like, whatever it is, especially if it's for the free. Okay, can't complain about the free, right? But yeah, it's like not taking everything too serious, and again, not being too hard on yourself. Is lightening your own load, asking the question of what can lighten your load, and then figuring out what that is. Yeah, you could also have a fear of like not knowing, you know, and like I said, not feeling okay, knowing sometimes all of that is okay. All of that is normal sometimes. Again, it's like letting yourself be sometimes. You don't always have to be doing something to feel accomplished or be thinking a certain thought to feel accomplished or. Yeah, maybe you need to release some back pain as well. You might need to initiate reaching out to a friend as well, like a good trustworthy friend. I don't know, I'm getting like this could be online, but because again, we all need like support, even if it's from like a trusted friend, a therapist, a trusted family member, or something, whatever the case may be, pet, something. We all need like support. So surround yourself with people that you're able to like vent to. They uplift you. You know, they're able to celebrate. You getting a degree or whatever the case may be. And also, like, say for example, you got ADHD or social anxiety or bipolar, or not placing it on you, but just for example, if you had like any of those, it also could be a thing like searching for jobs that fit that. You look for a job that like, okay, what job can people thrive in the most, having social anxiety or having ADHD or having whatever it is. Because for people like that, it is a little bit more difficult when it comes to certain stuff, especially with like career and stuff. So it's like finding stuff that suits you and fits you. Yeah, it says stop dealing with assholes. So again, surround yourself by the right people. It says you're beautiful inside and out. Don't forget that. You know. I'm also getting redecorate your space, whether this is your room, your home, or whatever the case may be. Like, redecorate the curtains or whatever it is. Make it feel like more home sweet home to you. Make it feel more vibrant. Make it feel like you want to go back there because of how it look, at least, even if it's not the best situation, at least make it kind of look, so that way, you don't mind, a little less of going, back there, if that makes sense. Like for me, I got a humidifier. I got my little flowers right here. I got a little certain stuff going on that kind of makes it like feel like my sanctuary, my like own space, nobody else's energy really, because I don't be allowing nobody in my room really. So, feel like life is getting boring. Hey, I feel you on that one. Especially when it's like where you live, it's not a lot to do, or maybe you don't have that many friends, or whatever the case may be, or maybe it's like things just ain't interesting you. You need a new hobby or something like that. You know what I mean? I definitely get feeling bored for sure. I was like, I need to get out more. The last time I was getting out more was when my brother visited, and we were going a lot of places. And then after that, it was like, we wasn't really going out all like that. And I was like, I miss that energy. Like we gotta keep that up, not just when special occasions and stuff happen like the holidays or somebody visiting or this. It's like we should be like, you know, getting out more than that, not just, you know. So it's very healthy to get out. Like we can't, as humans, can't be like again alone. We're not meant to be alone and like isolated in the home and stuff. We need to get out in nature, you know. So that's a lot of like people's problems when they're not getting out really, especially when it's like they're going to work and the job is hectic and then you go home and that's the main thing on your mind. It's like get out and stop betraying yourself. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop. If you think a negative thought, it's okay as long as you don't, you know, you don't have to act on it. But like again, just like giving yourself that space to, you know, not take it hard on yourself and just realizing that you're human. Nobody's perfect, you know. You're going at your own pace. You don't have to live a life like other people. You don't have to go as fast as them. You know what I mean? Your story doesn't have to look like theirs. And I get you because it's like you want to find meaning and doing stuff, but you know what? You make whatever it is meaningful and valuable. It's not outside yourself. So you can make a you can have an idea to go to a dance class and make that meaningful and valuable to you. You know what I mean? Ooh, yes. Because I'm seeing like some really cute curtains. Yes, as the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Don't let your past hold you back. South node, excuse me. Yeah. And sometimes it's not even just like your life is boring. It could just be like you're the type of person that gets bored easily. You know what I mean? And that means that you might be like, what do they call it? Like a master generator, where it's like you got a lot of energy that you need to place it somewhere. So it's like you need to be creating stuff. You need to be painting a lot. You might need a coloring book. You might just like need a maybe you need a lot to fulfill your day without being burned out. You know what I mean? And that's okay too. You might want to test out conspiracy theory. You might want to, you know, whatever case may be. And then also like in a love department, you could be like going after what you want and not actually the person that you need. And it's like you need somebody that like balances you out. But yeah, if where you at is not you're not feeling like authentic or you're not feeling love in the air, it's like go to where you feel a spark, go to where you feel authentic, go to where you feel the love in the air, you know? Yeah, I'm hearing do it for yourself, do it for your future children, do it for maybe like you had a loving grandma that, you know, want to see the best for you and just keep reminding yourself of that too. Because sometimes we just need a reason to help push us along. What's your reasoning, you know? I be wanting to give up a lot of times and I'd be like, but I'm not going to let the enemy win for one. I would never let that happen. For two, I still got certain goals and dreams that it's like, I don't care what I got to do. I'm gonna do whatever I do till I get to that point. You know what I mean? Hmm. Then it's like I don't wanna just go pass on without feeling happy or completing certain stuff. So it's like I'm trying to make sure that happen, you know? But it's like I can't like sit on a wishing star. I gotta actually put some actions into it, you know? And for a minute I was sitting on that, you know, that's wishing upon a star kind of thing. And I had realized like I'm not really putting too much energy into my life. I'm mostly isolated in my room, depressed. I might work a little bit here and there, but other than that, it's like I'm not really putting too much into where I actually want to be, you know? And there's totally a difference. It says your dreams in it. See, it says your dreams need a practical plan. Full Moon and Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. And that's the thing. What's your practical plan? A new start is coming, new moon. Yep. So once you put that practical plan in place, you're going to be wondering why you haven't done that, you know, yet. Yeah, right now is worrying about being faithful to yourself, and you might have to be in a little bit of a quote unquote selfish energy. It's not really selfish, but it's just like, you know, letting go of people pleasing. Like, you're not going to be paying someone else's bills when you really need to be paying your own. You know what I mean? You're not going to keep buying, you know, a whole bunch of groceries for the house nobody else puts in. You're not going to, you know what I mean? You can't be the only one doing your part. It's not fair to you. So Spirit's saying, stop dealing with people who is not fair to you. Stop being unfair to yourself as well. Yeah, it's like, well, everyone else probably is going on trips or saving or doing this, that, and the third. You shouldn't have to be in the dark, you know? Ooh, look at that. It says stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. Stay positive, honey. Like a boss. It says sleepless nights and overthinking. It's no point of sleepless nights and overthinking. All you're doing is making yourself tired and grumpy for the next day. Like, say, for example, you got a job and you're trying your best to keep it. Well, part of it is getting enough rest so that when you go in, you're not grumpy. Because if you go into work grumpy, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a bad day. You know what I mean? But if you get some rest, you know, you're more likely to have a good day, right? Yeah. So it's like, how bad do you want the certain life that you're dreaming of? Do you even know the actual things that you're dreaming of? You know? It's interesting we got a sexual card, but I'm not really getting that it has to be sexual energy. I'm getting more so like you can even go on a solo road trip. It don't even have to be nothing far. It could be something that's 40 away. Or this could just be as you're driving around, kind of let the wind blow on your hair, probably do a woo, even if it's like you're not having nothing real exciting going on. You know, just do one of those, you know, because certain things we can kind of trick our own brains and minds and produce that dopamine. And we all know that's kind of like, you know, get us excited and happy, and you know, it really gets us feeling a certain way, and we want to trick ourselves. So, you know, you know, think positive and manipulate yourself into happy thoughts. You ever heard them say like a well, we don't want to do too much fake smiling because that can work either way, but you know, and try on a bride dress. You don't have to necessarily be getting married just yet to try on a bride dress. Like me, I was telling someone earlier, I'm about to go look at apartments tomorrow. Even though I know no time soon I'm gonna be able to move, I'm still going to look at them because in the future I know I am. I know I'm not going to be in this place forever, so I'm still going to look. And I'm getting out the house. I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna have fun. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't have to be close to certain stuff to do certain stuff. I'm still gonna look at the apartments. Period. And then you never know. It might just end up happening earlier. You never know. But I'm going to look. Yeah, it says, and then it's saying give yourself credit. You're persuasive. You have the power of making people give to you and build deep connections, making it easy to get what you wish. And I did see the Nine of Cups. That's the getting you what you wish card. So, period. We got windfall. Yeah, once you let go, once you step more into being your authentic self, once you, you know, make those adjustments and go after what you want, more finances is coming along. And that means you're able to do more certain things that you want to do. You know, you're the voice for the voiceless. Yes. Or get this feeling in the air tonight. Maybe listen to some rock and roll. Listen to some music that's gonna make you feel free, uplifting, and powerful, and magnetic, and abundant. And listen to that. Don't listen to no depressing songs. If it's gonna affect you. I mean, if it ain't gonna affect you, then have fun. But if you feel like it's gonna make an effect on you, then don't do it. Or just like the news, if you feel like it's gonna make you too depressed, maybe don't watch too much of it. If you still want to know what's going on, you probably could still look in, but like, don't go way down the rabbit hole. That could be another thing. Stop going down the rabbit hole if it's gonna affect you. If not, then you'll be fine. But if it's gonna affect you like that, don't go down it. Yeah, I'm hearing maybe take longer showers and like really like, you know, love upon yourself kind of thing. I'm also hearing like a change is good, maybe a different way to take to work or a different person that you trust doing your hair or like again, like I got earlier, different stuff like that. Like spice up your life. You know how you could spice it up and change it and do stuff differently. If you don't like how it's going right now, you know what to do. Okay. Since Mercury is the planet of communication, maybe you need to speak up for some of this stuff. Logic and reasoning. Your Mercury sign dictates how you will process then digest information, as well as how you will communicate with others. Your Mercury sign can overpower your placements, being your sun, moon, and rising sign. The house in which your Mercury sits will also provide insight into where your mental focus will go or should go. Okay, is your mental focus on the right things right now or no? Maybe not. Hmm. Like a juicy purse. So maybe you have one, or maybe you will get one, and that like makes you feel a little bit more confident, you know, or a certain hairstyle or whatever makes you feel confident. Because we all have that right, we all have that right to feel confident in ourselves, happy within ourselves, peaceful within ourselves, balanced within ourselves, working on our nervous system, you know, having someone to talk to, having a fair chance at, an offer, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I hope that gave you clarity. I'm just gonna go back to what you were like saying here. If you need any more clarity, let me know. Yeah, sometimes it has to do with being consistent and making something a lifestyle. So it's like you could have went to a dance class, or you could have wrote in a journal, you could have meditated, but sometimes you may need to do those things more than once, or you need to make it a lifestyle and for it to actually work for you. Ooh, is it? Please go, honey. And don't just hurry up and leave after you get your food. Stay for a little bit and see what kind of comes to you. You know what I mean? That way, maybe you can have some fun. Because if you just go get the food and check out and then go back home, then you know what I mean? Like, what's it? Yeah, me too. Like, I can't watch too much. Like one time I caught myself in a phase where I was watching a whole bunch of like gang violence and stuff like that, and that put my energy in very, very bad anxiety. I think I was even have bad dreams, and I was like, I don't know, it was real bad. I was like, let me stop watching that. You know what I mean? And I stopped watching it for a minute, and got back together. So certain stuff does really do play an effect. But yeah, we had the Judgment card, King of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Fool card, Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, so number 10 repeated. That talks about karmic ending, completed cycles, things coming full circle, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, Death card, Seven of Wands, Five of Cups, King of Swords, Justice, Ace of Swords, and a Ten of Cups. So again, a lot of tens out here. And five as well. And the fives talks about change. So that's a good sign. And we got 5 likes on live stream. Have you been seeing 555? If not, either way, it don't matter. That talks about a change. So that's really, really, really good actually to see. But yeah, think of more what fun, because where I live it's not much fun to do. So we try our best to make do what it do, or we travel, somewhere else that got more stuff going on. You know what I mean? What can you do, that's going on with your city? What can you do that's fun at home? What can you do that's fun at your job? You know what I mean? How can you implement more fun or more interesting stuff or more, you know, peace? I'm going to go ahead and call last call for donations. The live is going to be ending soon. If you're going to donate, put your donations in now. If you need the PayPal link, let me know, and I can drop that in the chat for you. And the Cash App should already be in the description box. You're welcome, love. Yes, I can't wait to hear updates. If you don't mind coming back and sharing and being like, your life is more entertaining now. This is going on. You're feeling, better mood and everything. I can't wait. Yes. And like I said, I get what you mean. The other day I had a friend who was like, um, she was like, it don't look like you're happy today. And she was right. Because I'm usually like a bubbly person. And even if I have like stuff going on, I could still be bubbly and work through it. But that day I just couldn't. And I feel like people expect me to be strong and stuff. People aren't used to me being sad. They're used to me being bubbly. So when I have those days and stuff, sometimes it feels like I'm not allowed to have those days because people expect me to be bubbly. But it's like, I shouldn't have to feel that way. I should have a day where I'm able to, be upset, and it's all normal emotions. You know what I mean? It's not normal when it's too much, but like it's okay sometimes for a day you're a little, down. You're not always bubbly, or you're not always yourself, or you're not always okay. But yeah, have a nice night. Much love and blessings to you, and get that beauty rest. Hey Chantel, what's going on, love? Yeah, I'm doing my official call for last call for donations here. So if you want to put in a donation now, you can. What's going on? Long time no see. Much love and blessings to you. If anyone needs the PayPal link, please let me know and I can copy that and put it in the chat for you. Otherwise, the Cash App is in the description box. Changes happen on Snap. Are they good changes? I hope so. Yes. Okay, hon. I was just thinking about this weird dream I had, trying to figure out what it means. Thanks, love. You can post whenever you're ready. Yes, I got it. I'm gonna be right back in 1 second. I'm just gonna grab something from downstairs really quick. All right, my bad about that. End up having to pee on my way back. Yeah, because I was like, I'm probably gonna take longer than I told her. So I was like, let me rush. Oh man. Go to activity here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Go to activity here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Thank you. Go to activity here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Thank you. The job that Chantel is referring to, she applied for, is a chance that she'll get the job. Specific job that Chantel is referring to at this time in the chat. Will she get that job? Is there a chance she'll get it? Will she get it? What job? Will Chantel get the job that she's asking about? She applied for. Will Chantel get the job that she has on her mind? If you put your foot down, I'm getting a yes. I'm thinking it could be like they might feel as though you're overly qualified for it. So I think you will have to like convince them of why they should still go through, even though you're over, qualified kind of thing. So it's kind of like up to you, free will, if you want to like put your foot down for it. Yeah, because the first card out is the Queen of Wands. So you're in this Queen of Wands energy here. Yeah, it's giving this energy of you might know more than some managers, even though they have the position, they still kind of don't know what they're doing. And it's like you know some stuff. And I also feel like you could be getting a lot of like, you might be getting like other people's credits and bonuses and different things like that. But I feel like it's a legal way because it's like they're giving you permissions. They're saying it's okay too. Because again, you might just know more than some people, surprisingly. It could be like you're coming in at a time where it's like they're short staff. Um, they don't really got a lot of people. Or it's like you're training in a weird season, something like that. They might be very shocked at like how fast you know, catch on to things. So again, you might already be coming in the interview and all that other stuff, knowing some stuff. They might even be like one of your previous jobs. Someone there at this job knows about that previous job, or some people at your previous job. So it could be like small world. You know what I mean? I also feel like you'll be able to pick like which location you want. Like you don't necessarily have to be at the location that you applied for. So it's like you get to pick, and it might be something that is a little closer. Friend of yours worked there. Okay, yeah, and that's good because you don't have to like really do everything all alone, right? So that's a plus. Yep. They might have went out and came back for a second. Can you still hear me? I also feel like get ready to see people that you know too. You know how you don't really want to see nobody when you're shopping or you're at your job or different stuff like that. And it's like, get ready for that as well. Okay, huh? Yeah. I don't know why I heard hideout spots, so it might be hideout spots there. Or it's like, it could be like support where it's like a lot of teamwork, a lot of, I can watch your spot for you while you go to the bathroom and different things like that. I will, it might be more of like a physical um, burden for the job itself more than like a mental, because you know how some jobs it takes more of a toll like on your mental or emotions or something like that, and some are more like on the physical. It might be like more of like a physical, or it could be like a little bit of complex, and like you might have to really put on your critical thinking skills kind of thing. I heard something about October 9th could be significant, so I don't know if that's like going to be like maybe a start date or something could be significant about October 9th coming up. Yeah, and I also feel like you'll get along with people that maybe you didn't think you would. So some things could definitely come as a surprise. Hear from them from your background check. It could be if it takes that long. Every job differs. It could be 3 days, it could be 3 weeks, it could be a 1 week. So that could depend on like you know their time frame and everything. Start date is November 3rd. Okay, yeah. So that could be that, or it could be something else in your life. I just heard October 9th for whatever reason. That could be somebody's birthday. It could be a baby shower. That could be something about the job. So I could clarify it, but I just know I heard October 3rd. I mean October 9th. Or it could be they try to start you sooner. That could also be a thing too. Like even though they said November 3rd, they could be like actually October 9th. So that could also be something as well. Let's see. Could you clarify why I heard October 9th here? Oh, okay. That could make sense because again, I was like overqualified and stuff as well in the beginning. So it could be like a even though you apply for like a certain position, it might be like an offer of a different position here, especially if someone leaves here, from like a big spot, like a manager or something like that. And then it's like, do you want to fill that certain role here? Like giving you that option here. So again, it's like even though you might not start until November 3rd, they still might be like calling for certain stuff. Oh yeah, yep. Because the Page of Pentacles talks about communication. Yeah, because again, I was also getting like, um, you might come in at a time where again they're short staff and stuff like that as well. So it's like even though you apply for a certain role, again they might be thinking differently based on how things are going, running and going and stuff. So that would make sense. So yeah, it's interesting. So maybe they're trying to fill more important roles. Yeah, and I'm seeing like your coworkers you might befriend them very quickly. They might want to hang out probably on the first freaking day. I wouldn't be surprised. It could be like a sip and book kind of vibe, or sip and read, whatever you call it. But just make sure if it is like a um, trying to get you to go for a different position and you do agree, make sure the pay is also you talked about too, because certain positions might be a different pay than the other position. You don't want them paying for the position you applied for and not the one that you switched over to, if that's the case. Could be simply, somebody forgets or something like that, but it's like just like reminding. Yeah, I feel like your coworkers are gonna be very down to earth and playful. They might, like say if it's like you're checking people out or like a retail or something, they might come in your line and pretend like they're gonna be a guest or something like that or a customer. I also feel like this is something you could have manifested. It might have been something you manifested a minute ago, and then it like hits you with a spark and be like, oh yeah. Yeah, it says look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, it's like all your financial concerns are gonna like go away, kind of thing. And it says adjustments are required. 1 second, 1 moment, huh? Sorry about that, huh? But yeah, I want to clarify this adjustments are required. Yes. You got it, period. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely gonna be feeling like very independent now. Yeah, I just heard girl power. says, have a me day, take a break, rest. It's okay, we got you. So I also feel like this is saying, like, before you get started, like, get some things that you've been wanting to get done off your list, get some rest, have a couple me days, all that stuff, because you probably could get busy. Yes. And here we are, and you're not missing up the blessing. It could also be like, I don't know, it might be an energy of like an on call, or it could be like a certain device that you kind of like keep on hand. Yeah, and I feel like you're gonna notice some abilities you didn't even know that you had. Look at that, it says get yourself balanced. Again, it's like take whatever time for you get started. Because I definitely feel like this is gonna shape you more and put a little bit of a fire under your ass. In a good way though. But again, this is what you desired kind of thing. And again, you're not gonna mess up the blessing. Even if it starts to seem like second guessing, like, okay, is this really what I manifested for? It still is, because you might have a backtracking thought. Yeah, and I feel like everybody's gonna be on one accord. Like, if everybody is ready to leave early, then that's what we're doing. We're all leaving early. I wouldn't be surprised if your friend is able to be in the interview with you. And I also see a lot of people congratulating you on this new job as well. Even people you probably haven't heard from in a while. Definitely. Yeah, and it's just that sense of feeling like, I can do whatever I want, buy whatever I want, say whatever, you know what I mean? Not to say you didn't have that feeling before, but like I said, I feel like this is gonna make you feel like you can take your life to the next level. If you didn't have that much confidence in previous jobs or careers or whatever the case may be, but I feel like you'll be feeling, pretty confident here doing background checks now. Yeah, and if you got a good background, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Already finished it? Okay. Well, maybe she'll be in the training with you or something. Because I'm seeing like a, buddy. Yes, y'all all on the same page. Nothing to be scared of. Embrace it. Happy early birthday. Ooh, okay. I like that. What? Yeah, you never told me that. Wow. That's amazing. Better rep it. We don't want people to notice. They might notice. Y'all good friends. They might notice. And you gonna get it. You ever notice sometimes in a good way when you want something so bad? Like in a manifesting way, it's gonna happen. You're welcome. And whenever you're ready for your second question, for this we had the Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, Full Card, Five of Wands, Chariot, Hangman, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, a Tower, Page of Pentacles, Hermit, Ace of Swords, High Priestess. Let me see. Do we have any matches so far? And maybe not. Four of Cups, Sun card, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I wonder if any numbers repeated. Number three did. Yeah, so number 3 could be very significant. Which I know it could be like Holy Trinity or pregnancy or feminine energy, and it could have many meanings. So, you know, if you just look up like 333 and like all the meanings and stuff behind it, or you could look up 333 in regards to finances, since this was more of a job and career question. It could be like the 333 meaning in regards to finances. You're manifesting a man. LM, is that like a Pacific person initials? Like, are you manifesting somebody Pacific or in general? It is. I just don't know what the financial part means. Yes, for Pacific. Pacific. Oh, why can't talk? Okay, and that's their initials, LM. I just want to make sure everything is everything. Or is it like a Pacific person as far as like details? Okay, okay, got you. Chantel's trying to manifest a man with the initials of LM and wants to know if she's on the right track with that. Are you asking like right track or the process of your manifestation? Yeah, you're fine. You don't have to say his name. Like, do you want to know the progress of the manifestation or just if you're on the right track, like if that's a good decision to do it? Okay, I want to make sure which one you was really. Good old acronym here for Chantel, please, Spirit, thank you. Good old acronym here for Chantel, please, Spirit, thank you. What is the progress of Chantel's manifestation of the man LM? What is the progress of Chantel love manifestation of LM? What is Chantel's progress of her love manifestations of trying to manifest the man with the initials LM that she's thinking of on her mind that she's trying to manifest? What's the progress of the lover that Chantel is trying to manifest? What's the progress of her manifestation? The person she's trying to manifest here? How is that coming along? How are things looking? How will things progress? You might need to make a couple changes here. It's saying to manifest both of y'all some healing and manifest coming out of some ego here, especially because I feel like his energy, he might still be looking on the outside of things and not the inside, which could be confusing him. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this person look good. This might be the one. This person look good. That might, instead of looking within, you know what I mean? If they look within, then it's like they might find a better, deeper connection. Maybe even manifest him being his emotions more. Not to say you didn't have some of the right ideas. It's just, adding on, making it more. Yeah, manifesting both of you being your empress energy, him and his emperor, his king, your queen energy. Again, he's still in his ego. So I was saying, like, he still could be looking um in the eyes of superficial when it comes to love. He's still looking on the outside, and that's not going to bring him to you if he's looking on the outside. You know what I mean? Not to say you're not attractive on the outside, but again, you don't want just something superficial. So, and that's how he's kind of looking. So basically. And you can't force anything, but you definitely can, like, send good energy and manifest and hope for the best. But at the same time, it's still his free will. It's still, you know what I mean? His own willingness to change and stuff like that as well. So you do have to remember that as well. But yeah, he's still looking in rose colored glasses. You know what I mean? So it's like he's not yet at this emperor energy. He's kind of like in this three of pentacles energy right here. Is he Aries? You don't have to be, but I'm getting like Aries energy or some type of fire energy. And maybe protect this connection as well if there's any outside influences, because it might be like outside influences here. I think yeah, I'm getting a lot of Aries. Yeah, I feel like he doesn't know what he wants and he needs to make up his mind. He's still in that ego. He's still in that, again, I need people to help me make a decision. Everything looks good to me. You know what I mean? So it's like you definitely, you don't have to guide him, but, he probably needs some guidance. But again, if it doesn't work, don't get discouraged. It could just mean that with his free will, he either doesn't want it or he's not ready, kind of thing. That don't chase, I attract. Exactly. Yeah, I never really advise people to manifest like an ex or a specific person. I tell them to manifest, details and, type of person they, because I feel like with exes it's too difficult. If you already had issues and all that type of stuff, it's basically trying to force someone, and that doesn't really work. But I mean, showing them what they get missing out on could definitely encourage or, motivate. You could even pan out like a future. Did you already like when you were manifesting like panning out like the type of future together? Because I feel like you planted the seed, but I don't feel like the seed is growing. If that makes sense. Like you could have it on his mind, but it's still sitting in the Seven of Pentacles energy. So that's why I feel like it needed a little bit more tweaks. Visualize, okay. Maybe it could be like visualizing plus other methods together. Like visualize along with some affirmations, along with, something else. Yeah, and getting, and maybe like your heart chakras opening, even if it's not manifesting. This could be if you're in communication, you just suggest that y'all meditate together doing a heart chakra meditation. Even if you don't tell them that's that, but y'all. Yep, it could be scripting. Yep. And if you put all those together and stuff, you put all your power, your belief, your intent, your good vibes, good thoughts, and pretty much everything you needed to do, and it still don't work, then again, it's their free will. Because again, I feel like he received some message, but it's like it's just a thought, and then it's like kind of confused who really sent the message. you know, they need to know that you sent the message. Seven of Wands is a fight for or against something. Of course, it's a fighting for. So there's nothing wrong with you fighting for your love, as long as that person is fighting for it too. He's faithful, not fully registering. Yeah, I'm here. Finally. You can be like, finally, he reached out. Finally, this, you know, our relationship returned back to normal, or we recovered, we healed, you know, we got over things, we worked through our issues, whatever the case may be. Like, make it sound very real, because that's how it's going to really come about. I had to learn that. Like, you got to make it sound very, 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 like, real. And believe it. Yeah, and I don't feel like he's used to like feeling emotions. Most men aren't typically, they're not really accepted, they're, men's emotions. So he could have maybe felt like his heart was dead or sleep or numb or non-existent or whatever the case may be. He probably never really opened up to people. He probably never really had a deep connection. He probably never, really talked about what was going on. So it could be very challenging, with that already. It says I'm trying to move on from you, but I can't. Yeah, so it definitely could have, like, again, could have worked in some ways. because it could be like he's not really doing nothing with nobody else, but then at the same time he's still not coming towards you. So it's like we need the full effect. Yeah. Ooh, we got successful find you. So I feel like this is even saying you don't necessarily have to manifest, but just being in a certain vibration can also attract them as well. It's like you don't even have to go about it that way. Yeah, he could find himself talking about you to friends and family. There goes again, free will. Yeah, and not only for like him as well, this is for you as well. Like use your free will more as well. Yeah, and I'm her hearing be bold and brave. Exactly. Some no, really. Yeah, her bold, brave, and beautiful. And maybe like when you're, do you do this like when you're in home? Maybe do it outside too. Go outside and visualize stuff like that as well, because that's even more putting it out into the universe. Not saying that we aren't still in it because we're inside a house, but it does kind of make a little bit of a difference being that you're in nature. But yeah, it's basically just saying to like tap in more, give it some more time, you know? Because you might have just did it a little like too quickly. And I don't mean like you said it real fast or you visualized it real fast or you wrote it too fast, but you could have just like set in it for like a short period of time. You know what I mean? Maybe sit in it for a little bit of a longer time, you know? But yeah, I hope this gave you clarity. You got the Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Judgment, Justice, Five of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Fool card, Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Fool card. So the Fool card again, right? Didn't I say the Fool card twice? Hmm. Five of Swords, Emperor, Three of Pentacles, the Star card. Number three repeated. Five as well. Oh yeah, I'm not tripping. I knew I seen the Fool card again. I was like, wait, what? So the Fool card twice. Yeah, so don't be scared to like revise or do it again because you had a fear that like if you did it again or you revised, it wasn't gonna work out for you. No, it will. Yeah, so maybe do it outside, plant your bare feet on the ground, Mother Nature. Okay, period. Don't chase or attract. You're so beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. Yeah, okay. Making him desire your energy, period. Because it ain't all about looks. Yes, they find you attractive, but it's like them insides, baby, them insides. Right. Whenever you're ready to post your third question. Okay. Especially if he hasn't before, and then, you know what I mean? Honey, my memory is not all that good. I remember name Brad. I don't know what about what. My memory ain't that good. I can't even remember what I wore yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. No, I remember that, but yeah, it's been a while ago. And I get other people's readings and stuff. I don't know whose person is who sometimes. Some of y'all had the same person's name. So I don't be knowing. Unless it was something real tragic that it's like you just can't forget that crazy story, you know what I mean? Nah, he won't leave you alone. That's crazy. Okay, huh? Good eye reading here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Good eye reading here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Thank you. Good eye reading here for Chantel, please, Spirit. Thank you. What are Brad's intentions towards Chantel? What are Brad's intentions towards Chantel? Oh Lord. Sorry, not liking what I'm seeing already. Had a feeling. Yeah, it's giving an energy of like they could be very oblivious for one. It's like concerned about their own happiness in the connection, but not the other person's. It's not just you, because I feel like this is with all their connections that they have. It's like if they're happy in a relationship, they're comfortable, they don't see an issue or anything, then everything's good. But if the other person is seeing an issue and they're hurt or whatever the case may be, it's like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of energy that's kind of like coming off. So I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. Yeah, and they might be like, I don't know, it's keeping you from your family, or it might be like some family issues going on. It's like if they can't even if they can't get sexual energy from you, they're even happy with just like sexual talk. I don't know why I heard the name Stewart or the initial S could be significant. I'm getting more so it could be him like keeping you from your family, but if that's not the case, then there could be definitely issues within his family. But it's more so coming off like keeping you from your family here. Even if they don't say necessarily like I don't want you around them and da 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 da, but they're like always interrupting or coming in when you got family, or they're like trying to get you moved far away from your family or something like that. You know what I mean? I think he takes advantage of you wanting love. He knows that's what you want, so that's what he, you know, kind of strings along. It's coming off because we got the tower as the first card. It's coming off as toxic, manipulative energy, and he likes that it's moving slow. He wouldn't mind it moving slow for years. Yeah, I get that with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, and communication. It fills his voids to have someone to talk to. You know what I mean? That's what I was saying again. Even if he doesn't get sex from you or anything, further, even a conversation is like filling his void. When he really doesn't deserve your conversation, energy, sex, or anything, to be honest. But again, it fills his void. Yeah, it's like you're already the woman, the best version of yourself. And he could be trying to make it seem as though he's helping you to get to that best version when really he's holding you back. Not saying that you can't guys can't have fun together, but as far as moving it along, I don't think he has good intentions. And it's like he might be like, say for instance, he done text back a while, and it's like you talk about it, and it's like, well, I didn't want to bother you. It's not that he didn't really want to bother you. It's the fact he wasn't communicating, and he's not trying to take accountability for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, right now it could be like a love bombing. You get a lot of attention, and then next thing you know, he ghosts or he's distant or he's acting funny kind of thing. And then it leaves you wondering like, what the heck is going on? And then it leaves you to chase. So trying to get you to chase, which you probably don't want to do. Yeah, seeing how far he can play these games or how long he can play these games. It's like he get off on it. If he was able to manipulate you for 5 years, it's like he's happy about it. That's sad, actually. I'm sorry. You deserve more than this. What the fuck? It's like he's happy if and again, it's not just you. It's nothing wrong with you. He does this to everyone. It's like if he can manipulate 10 girls for 5 years, he thinks he's powerful. Like, okay. Some people, they really need certain stuff to feel powerful because naturally they don't feel powerful within themselves, and it's nobody else's like fault or responsibility or anything like that. Yes, it's believing in impossible. You can do better than this. This is not the end. This is not the end all be all. This is not the dream man, and I think you know that this is not your dream man. Yeah. Or it's like at 1 minute he keeps on complimenting your beauty and your body, and then out of nowhere one time, even if it's like y'all didn't get in a conflict or a little disagreement, it's like not holding back compliments on purpose, saying the opposite of what he was saying, and it could just come off very confusing. And you know why? Because confusion equals abuse. It's confusing. I always say this: if it's confusing, it's abusing. Yes, it's work through your fears. And when Scorpio, hold your vision, fixed moon. Yeah, maybe you're like holding on to this even though you know it's not right because maybe you fear something better is not going to come along, or maybe you just feel like you need some entertainment or something like that. But yeah, it says hold your vision because this is keeping you in a stuck Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, he could want a lot of like relationship benefits from you without giving you the commitment. You know what I mean? Yeah, again, like I said, it's not like you can't have fun with them. I'm pretty sure y'all had laughter and dates, and maybe you went on a maze date, or maybe you will. I don't know. And stuff like that. But you know, it's outweighing the pros and cons. It's more toxic than it is genuineness and love and you know that type of stuff. Then it's. Yeah, we have to take it one day at a time. So it's like maybe you don't have to like if you're still not over him, you don't have to cold turkey just get over them. It takes time or whatever. So just take it one day at a time, but still having in your mind knowing that this is not the best for you. This is not what God had planned for you. And it's like he's taking his pain out on others. He might have went through a lot of stuff that he might not even have told anyone, and it's like he wants people to also go through that, but maybe even worse, you know. And that's actually sad. I mean, it's actually a sad energy, to be honest. They definitely need to stay the fuck away. Yeah, they think they're top flight security of the world, so it's like power that they don't even have. Oh, Lord Jesus. And it's like they will know they don't love a girl, but they'll still like do the candles and the flowers, and I can't, I cannot with this. Trying to make his $300 seem like 3,000. Lord Jesus. Yep, look at that. It says don't take them back on the index card. Okay, said the cutting queen. Yeah, you're too blessed to be stressed. We don't need this. And I think he knows that, you know. Sometimes these type of people, they come in when they know you started your healing process, you're getting happier, things are going good for you and stuff like that. Bam, here they come again. Yeah, we getting that channel song, K Michelle, I just can't do this. I feel like that's your energy. We have call in angelic help to help release them. It says you're shining without barely lifting a finger. And again, they're seeing that you're in the personal power, your own lane. You know, you don't want for nothing because you pretty much have everything right now at this point, even if you don't notice it. You know what I mean? You're in this powerful feminine energy right now. He's probably upset because you never was a sugar mama to him. Okay, you're the star right now. You have actions speak louder than words again. Like their actions wasn't matching up. And it's something better for you where their actions is matching up. He's just playing these little boy games that nobody wants. Okay. Not even a teenager. He needs to get caught up. I hope they gave you clarity. If you need more clarity, please let me know. You have the Nine of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Lovers, Nine of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Wands, King of Wands, the Devil card, Justice, Magician, Six of Wands, the Fool card, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords, the World card, Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Tower, Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. So the number 7 and 10 repeated. I don't know if any of the numbers repeated. Number 5. So 5, 10, and 7. Go back to see what you were saying. Not sure. I wouldn't blame you. It's been 2 years of fuckery already. Yep, your intuition will never lead you astray. Always trust it. If you know something is not right for you, like this one time, I was talking to this guy, and he almost got me. He seemed very. He was kind of a good manipulator, but he wasn't too good because I caught on. But and then make it so bad, like we didn't even know each other for that long, and he's just like, "Oh, I love you, blah blah blah. I want to move in," but I was never gonna actually move in. Like I'm not dumb enough to move into with somebody that I don't even know right away. You know what I mean? He was just making it all sound so freaking good. You know what I mean? And it was at a time where it's like, I'm single, I'm lonely, like I'm ready. I'm ready for this and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of the reason why it was kind of like I even thought about it for a second. You know what I mean? But I knew I wasn't really gonna do it because he just was trying to use somebody for a place to stay. You know what I mean? Make it sound like it's moving in together, but low key, I probably gonna be end up being the one paying everything and doing everything. No, but yeah, trust your intuition because I always felt like it was funny. And he's like, "What? I would never," and blah 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 blah. Like, nah, it ain't feeling right. Sometimes you can't see it or you can't explain it or anything like that, but you can feel it. Your intuition is screaming at you and nudging at you and everything like that. You know what I mean? Because it's spiritual. It's more spiritual. Okay, he said arm's length. He needs a broom length. What you're drinking in your mouth. Good thing you don't. Yeah, that's perfect. I know. I said that about like a month or two ago. I'm content with being single and happy, especially if it's having to deal with anything like that. Mm-mm. Was picking something up. Yeah, yeah. It's not even a point to probably talk to them. I would be like block. He sounds like he is a loser. I mean, you dealt with him before. Was he giving loser energy? Probably so. He's giving Dusty loser. I mean, this is not. Well, I don't know too much about Brad Pitt, but I was trying to make a joke, but I don't know if that really hit. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, like this is not the dream guy. This is more like the, what can I say, guy. I mean, really, the guy nobody wants. This just the guy that when you're probably in your young and naive stages and stuff like that, that you would quote unquote want because you think at the time you want, but you really don't, or you don't need it. You know what I mean? Waste no time, seriously. I don't blame you. Because I used to, and then I felt bad about it, and then I stopped, and now I'm back at it. It only takes one red flag. It don't take a million red flags to cut someone off, Because if you don't, then again, you find yourself wasting years with that person that you didn't need to waste. And your life, your time, everything like that is valuable. You don't need to waste 5 years, 10 years, 2 years with no joker. I had to learn the hard way because I did it twice. And I said, it ain't going to be a third time. I wasted 5 years with one loser. And then I don't really want to call the other one a loser because I kind of felt more for him. But it still wasn't I don't think it was for me. And then it was 4 years with them. I'm just not doing a third heartbreak when it's not even necessary. You know what I mean? I can really avoid it. If I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. You know what I mean? You can't avoid everything, but if I can avoid it, I'm going to avoid it. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way that love is not just Disney World, La La Land, princesses, and you know what I mean? It's like I really need to scope this person's intentions out and not assume this is about to be, la 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 la. Yes, exactly. Because again, these men, they could tell you anything. Not all men, but of course those type, they could tell you anything. I remember I told one guy, I forgot what it was, and I basically was telling him to prove it. Next thing you know, he ghosted because it was all talk. Exactly, with the love bombing. Nope. You're not just gonna do that for a couple days or and then think it's okay to switch it up. Or if you just know they're not good for your life, like if they're abusive alcoholic, you don't see them husband material or a good father. You don't envision a life with them. They don't make you feel safe. They don't make you feel wanted. You know what I mean? They don't make you feel um, what did I want to say? Not well, I guess powerful could be as well, but they don't make you want to brag on them. You know what I mean? Like you can't brag about them, then it's like that sucks. If you're complaining more than you're bragging, then it's like a red flag. Not saying nobody's perfect, but again, like if you're keep constantly having complaints and stuff like that, then that's a sign. Is their head in the right space? So they got a good head on their shoulder. Can they even love and take care of themselves? Because if they can't love and take care of themselves, they can't love and take care of you. You know, and that's just a fact. If they got a good relationship with their mom, like it goes way deeper. Yeah, you said dating life is spooky. Right, exactly. Want to insult you. Yep, and that's how you know they're not genuinely a nice person. You know what I mean? Because you don't just switch up like that if you're genuinely a nice person or a decent person or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? They can only be quote unquote nice for so long, and then it's like the real mask and colors, all that is coming off. And they know they have to act like this nice person at first to get you hooked, and then they pull the mask off, and then if you leave, they hurt and try to be that nice person again. And then if you fall for it, it's like yes, and then they do it all over. It keep being a cycle and stuff like that. They do it all again. And some of them, they don't even pull the nice, mean, nice, evil, nice, mean, keep going back and forth. Because if you accept them still at the mean stage, and it's like, cool, I don't even have to pretend to be nice anymore. They're still accepting. You know what I mean? I don't even have to do that tactic of nice, evil, nice, mean, like, you know what I mean? So it kind of just depends. Like, if you kind of seen something and it's like, oh no, let me get away, then it's like, let me hurry and try to act nice again. But if you don't, you're still around, it's like, cool, I don't even have to waste my time trying to do that because I'm not nice anyway. You know what I mean? It's just foolery. No, for real. Like, it's shocking to me. Like, this one dude, he was like, my girlfriend, dumb as F. I keep cheating on her. And blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa. Like, that's crazy. And then there's this one guy in the interview, he was like, um, I told my girl, like, basically I didn't, like her. She still F with me and blah, blah. I don't know. Like, I don't know what be going on. But, like, most of them be gay, you know what I mean? And just don't want to admit it or the case may be. But, yeah, they like being the feminine in a relationship, or they just like control, or they just need somebody to fill their voids, or whatever reasonings. But basically it has nothing to do with you. Again, it's like nothing wrong with you, or it's like has nothing like it's all about again them kind of energy. It's all about like what they benefit from, what they want, what their needs are, how you can help them, how you can make them feel better about themselves. How you can get them to the next level without them doing the hard work and you do the hard work for them. Like these are the type of people who will be happy if they got a check for them for their child. And it's like, oh, cool, I don't have to work. I can get a check from mine. Like I don't know. Some of these people are disgusting, honestly. And they still want to come. Yep. See what they can get. Yep. And some of them are probably ugly. And then when you do give them a chance, they don't do right. And then because some men, it's like even if you do give them a chance and they're ugly, they still feel away. They still feel like, oh, she probably still don't really like me for real, or whatever case may be, and take it out on you. Or again, it's like, how could you reject me? And they're upset. They can't handle the rejection, and you know, until they're able to feel like they got get back, then they probably will chase. No, seriously, I feel like they're the ones that get upset the most. Because when I can think about it, when I did reject guys, I think it was like the ugly ones who got upset the most. Because like some guys are just like, oh, okay, like you got a boyfriend, or it'd be like, oh, he was fat anyway, or blah blah blah. But the ugly ones, it's like really like f you, da 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 da, like just really going at it. It'll be the ugly ones. Because I mean, the good looking ones, it's like they might be upset about it or whatever, thinking that like I look good, like oh, women should want me and blah blah blah, having that type of attitude. But then eventually they move on because again, they're still able to pull people. But when they're ugly, it's like twice the anger because they got less chances and less options. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want none of that gay energy. Like again, no offense, I don't judge. I'm in the LGBTQ community myself, but I just don't believe in men, gay men, down low, whatever you want it, beating down women because they're not comfortable with their sexuality. I just don't. I can't get with that. Trying to compete and beat down and all that. Yep, they definitely do try to use their money and stuff like that. Because unfortunately, that's the way the world is. Even women that men deem as ugly, they think you got to go above and beyond because I'm already taking a chance in dating you when you're not really society beauty standards, and it's all foolish. But that's the, I guess, if you want to call it, superficial world we live in. Most people go by looks because they're like, if you're a woman that's not that attractive, I'm not doing all this, that, and third for you, and blah 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 blah. You need to make sure you know how to cook and this that, because it's like you got to make up for something. So it's like, yeah, even for women, it's like I dated a man where it's like he was a hard worker. I don't know if that was to make up for something. It could be or not. But I do notice that I really appreciated that about him. Now, if that wasn't something I appreciated about him, I think he'd have been 10 times worse than I already thought about him. But that was just one factor that I couldn't take from him was that, you know, he definitely was like a hard worker and, pretty much a provider. But other than that, it was like shitty. So I don't know. Maybe it was like him making up for it, but deep down, probably having an attitude that he had to make up for it and taking it out on other people. But then you got some guys who are physically attractive in society beauty standards that they still are insecure. So sometimes you can still be insecure even if you technically look good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this live stream. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in, stopping by, and doing whatever you do. I really appreciate it. Much love and blessings to you. Make sure you keep doing things that make you happy, despite other people's opinions, especially if they don't have their best interests at heart. You wouldn't trade lives with them, things of that nature. Take it one day at a time. Remember that self love comes first. Life is about experiencing and exploring and just having fun, okay? And go after your dreams. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do a collective reading. Also, personal private readings are still open. You can go by email, phone, text, private live stream, or private recorded video. And still remember to suggest those video ideas for the channel. And all right, good night, love. Get that beauty rest.